Welcome to the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. It is already the 3rd of February 2020, and I am coming to you a little bit late on this evening for Monday, but I do have a message for today and the other readings for the week, and much more is coming in. So let me give you a quick PSA since this is a late reading this evening on my time, but I wanted Eastern Standard Time. But on my time, which is around about 7:15 this evening. But I wanted to share and update you on a couple of pinnacle things that are coming up this coming up week, which we have the full moon coming in on this weekend. So stay tuned for our full moon rituals and intentions. You can go ahead already and start signing up for our full moon boost group. Our candle magic, our altar visual is already up on the website. We also have this Friday our first of the month blessings with the saints that I work with, and we do it for 7 days straight. It's 777. Every day is a new tea light candle burned on my altar, as well as keep in mind the full moon boost visual is coming up as well. So go on and start purchasing that because there's limited spaces for each one due to the numbers and numerology number that I work with, so that we're getting the full blown energy flowing in. All right. Also, we have some other things. Keep in mind, I hope that you're coming along on your book with Keeping the Keys. The Keeping the Keys book with the modern approach to witchcraft of Ekatai. We'll be wrapping that up coming up next week and having a Zoom chat on that. And I do have the next book ready to go. I will share that on our community board. When you look up here in the video, it is say home, videos, channels, and about. Channels and community. Go there, click it. Between today and Wednesday, I will have the book that we'll be working on throughout the month of March coming in. It's a great follow-up book to this book, getting everybody dived in. So let's get in today's daily fresh tarot card reading this Monday evening. And it's a nice approach. Drum roll, please. Do. Now, we have the Death card that's in reverse. The Death card in reverse as our card for the day, this Monday evening. And in some parts of our family is already Tuesday, but Tuesday's reading will be coming up tomorrow. And the clarifier is the King of Cups, the King of Cups. So you're doing some subtle shifting, okay? Shifting, not sifting. So this Death card here for us is stating that you must realize that you to become better at what you're doing, you just need to be able to go on and take the path of change. Now is the time to take the path of change, and you're realizing that, and you're starting to realize it. Sometimes again it's uncomfortability, but that's okay. We need to push forward and move forward for what? Change. Now this King of Cups comes in because, as I clarify in reverse as well, because through this subtle shift, it will help you to listen to your emotions, align yourself, sit aside and align yourself with your mind, and both your emotions and your mind, so they're both working together and will not steer you wrong. Okay, so in this sense, the King of Cups is just clarifying that you're realizing the change and you're taking this path, and you have to realize that it will be better for you for this shift, this subtle shift. It's not a big U-turn, but it's subtle tilts like the wheel, like we're doing. We're on the second month of 2020. And as you saw, if you saw the video yesterday on the ascending gateway and the burning spell to go along with this new energy that is coming in, that is lying ahead for hidden paths, check out that video. And it goes into us being able to have access to certain access points that are only available for those that are working with your emotion and your mind. So in your emotions and your intellect, to be able to decipher what is being said during these open wonderful gateway and accessibility that's going on with this 2222 energy. And we're still flowing in this energy, okay? Even though it happens on Sunday, all right, which was yesterday, and those that are already in a Tuesday, this energy, that paths that come through, they don't just dissipate on that day, that on the day that it comes. It's like arising itself into that energy, and then it's going to flow into the 4th, the of February the 4th, because normally this particular wheel that we go into, the peak of the seasons, usually line itself on the 4th. But because we had this dynamic numerology number, it was important to connect and make sure that we were aligning ourselves and being proactive in manifestation. So in saying that, the divine is sort of saying, listen to your emotions. Align yourself with your mind. Both will working together, and it won't steer you wrong. Make sure that you are not closing yourself off to your emotions. Some of us here are very tight when it comes down to feeling because of, sometimes our zodiac signs, sometimes things that have hurt us in the past, and we tend to turn down the emotions. But emotions are your trigger points to teach you. They all are a part of your soul growth, in which we were burning on yesterday. So you have to be able to release. And what the divinest was the angels want me to share as well is that the book that we're doing is teaching us on the basics and for the advanced, for the basic practitioner, middle, advanced, and those are far advanced. It's still giving you core practical methods to use so that you are adaptable into this new level of 5G. So the next book that we're going into has a lot to do with the things that I did really listen to what everyone was saying. I hope you be a part of the Flowers in the Attic book club so that you can be better and deal with some things within so that you can heighten yourself into this 5G level. All right. So the astrological forecast for today is this week. It has some general aspects, even though we got this fabulous full moon in Leo coming up. But and the astrological forecast will be up on the website blog. At those that are subscribed there, it should get you a notification. It's now on the website. I've moved it from the blog. The blog link itself to the website. Okay, and that's https://eclipticspiritualist7.com. But there's a lot of subtle aspects happening right along the peak of winter. We're in winter solstice, and those that are in the southern hemisphere, you're in summer peak. All right. So this includes now the sun is at a critical decree. I'm looking at my notes. A critical decree as the moon is waxing towards her fullness, which is this coming Sunday. Or if you were in Pacific time, it would be that Saturday. So in saying that, it may feel as if things are coming to a head a little bit because there's some transits. I know that you should be able to feel all the transitional energy that was happening all last week and all that has been coming into this week. This week is going to be much gentler, not so heavy, not so much emotions that are going on that kind of put everybody in the place, especially with all the activity that's been going on in the conjunctive planets. But we start today on Monday with Mercury entering the sign of Pisces, and the moon is in Gemini as the sun is nearing the peak. I want to say that because I'm excited about the peak. If you saw the video Ascending Gateway 22222, you understand why. For those of us that's in the northern hemisphere, keep in mind those family members that are in the southern hemisphere is summer. So communication over the next few days will feel a little unclear until we get used to Mercury hanging out in the watery sign. Okay, so Mercury is in Pisces, so the line sometimes gets a little blurred lines. I had to do that. So it's a little blurry with Mercury, okay, in the sign, and with the moon in Gemini, we will be, kind of chatty and are willing to talk about everything, open up. And even talking to strangers and lines in the store. So sometimes this energy brings about that, which is great because it shows that we care about one another and not just going about our day and being, not being mindful, being more conscious of mindfulness. And so it's going to be a little bit of oversharing, maybe uncomfortable for some, not for some, for some and not for some. But for those of us that love talking and gathering information, we will love it. Some of us that do that love chattering and talking and sharing. But on the flip side of this, is also a good idea to remember to listen when it is someone else's turn. So we're going to have to be really in tune with listening, as well as the chattering and the talking. Okay, so keep in mind as well, we got some aspects coming in on Tuesday. I'd like to update you to keep in mind that we do have a retrograde coming in. Mercury will be going into retrograde the following week, so we're going to be hitting a little bit of a shadow phase. So we're going to be talking about, I want to do a segment on the Mercury retrograde coming up. We do an altar visual on Mercury retrograde so that we're balanced. So that is not up yet on the website to purchase your candle altar visual for that, but it's important because Mercury affects a lot of people. It affects me a whole lot, and so I do a lot of ritual work, a lot of calming in the altar visuals, so that everybody flows through those next 3 to 4 weeks in a smooth path. You can also do a Mercury retrograde reading as well with me for that. So in saying that, I love you for watching today. I know it's late Monday, but I had to bring it to you. Make sure it's been a busy day, but I've already was prepared, but I wanted to make sure that I had connected, as I always do. So click the wiggly bell down below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to videos. Don't forget that we offer intuitive readings that will change your life, because intuitive readings do change your life. It goes into some areas that you get a better perspective on, that we do need to do on a regular basis, so that we know how to respond and get good results, or know how to turn things around in our fate, so that we're making good judgments into this 2020. New Year readings are still available. There is still the beginning of the year. It's imperative to go on and do that, so you can get an understanding of what's going on throughout the year for yourself and how to maneuver through this 2020 phase. We also have our intuitive full readings as well. Most of them are live. We're